Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is wonderful to be here at CFSA, and I want to thank you all for the hard work that you do for children each and every day. So please, on my behalf, on Deputy Mayor Donald's, on the City Administrator's behalf, we're giving you a big round of applause for the holidays. So thank you for what you're doing day in and day out. So let me start. You may have read that I have some big news, and I wanted you to hear it first. And since coming to office, I will say this. Our administration has been working hard each and every day to make D.C. a more welcoming and a better place to live for all residents. People who have a lot, people who don't have much, and everybody right in the middle. For the young, the old, it is our responsibility as a government to make sure that the prosperity that we are experiencing each and every day is spread to more people. So we've been working to end homelessness, we've been investing in an age-friendly city, and we have dedicated ourselves to make sure Washington, D.C. Is a place where everybody willing to work hard will have a fair shot. So over the past 2 years, our Health and Human Services cluster has had a tremendous impact on improving the lives of D.C. residents, young and old. And under Deputy Mayor Donald's leadership, HHS has successfully managed to close out the D.C. Trust and ensure that there was no disruption to summer or out-of-school programming. And she has developed a fantastic transition plan for the new entity. She's also led efforts to establish the Safe at Home program, and that is a partnership between the D.C. Office on Aging and the Department of Housing and Community Development to help our seniors who've invested so much in our city age in place. And in just 1 year, over 200 projects have been completed in 1 year's time. Brenda and I also went up to Georgia Avenue and opened Genesis. It is the first intergenerational program for seniors and teen moms aging out of foster care. And she has worked to establish the Safer, Stronger D.C. Community Partnership. And that is a group of talented individuals that works in our public safety, with our public safety cluster to ensure that we're connecting more residents to job training and employment opportunities, to working with communities and families to end cycles of violence, and provide a robust set of summer and out-of-school programs. Brenda has also been incredibly successful in recruiting and leading a wonderful team of leaders in the Human Services cluster. And I think we've been joined by a few of them. Andrew Reese, who is the Director of the Department of Disability Services. Give Andrew a big round of applause. And LaQuandra Nesbitt, who is Dr. Nesbitt, leads the Department of Health. Give her a big round of applause. And Laura Zeilinger, who leads the Department of Human Services. Give her a big round of applause. And I think I see Clinton Lacey back there, who leads the Department DYRS of our Youth Services. And we want to give Clinton a big round of applause. So just recently, I asked Brenda, I said, Brenda, I need you to lead our recruitment for the next director of CFSA. You know CFSA better than anybody here. You have helped to lead fantastic changes at CFSA, and I want you to go far and wide. I want you to go inside and outside, and I want you to make a recommendation to me before the year is out about who should lead CFSA. And a couple of weeks ago, she came to me and she said, Mayor, I've got it. I have found the right person. And it's me. And it's me. And so I said, Brenda, but you're the deputy mayor. And I need you here because I had this big cluster of these fantastic people, and you have all this experience as deputy mayor here and leader of this, and the city administrator relies on you for budget and everything you know about the government. She said, but the children need me at CFSA. That's who needs me at CFSA. So I thought about it, and I said, Brenda, now, not many people come to their boss and say, boss, I don't want that job that you promoted me to. I want that other job that I had. And we talked about that as well, because what I wanted to be perfectly clear is that Brenda is a spectacular leader. Shortly after I won the primary, a couple years back, a couple of Aprils back, Brenda was one of the first people I talked to about staying on in my administration. And her professionalism preceded her. And her ability to work in this government and get things done is also legendary. But I want to make it very clear how seriously we take focusing on our children and our most vulnerable children, and we won't allow anything to get in the way of that. So it brings me a great pleasure to announce the appointment of Brenda Donald as the Director of Child and Family Services in the District of Columbia. I am also pleased to make another announcement. And today, I am announcing a friend and a fierce advocate for children and families in the District of Columbia to be the next Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services. And her name is HyeSook Chung. And welcome, HyeSook, to our administration. Many of you will know HyeSook's long dedication to working in the advocacy community for children and families throughout DC. And I always think it's interesting to have people who have been advocating and looking at how we spend money and looking at the metrics and the data and ways to innovate to come inside and do it on our side. And I'm so happy that HyeSook has accepted, and she's going to transfer her decades-long experience with DC Action for Children and their families, and also look to how our entire cluster is operating together. So how we support families with TANF is important, how we use all of our strategies in the agencies of government to end homelessness is important, how we expand access to health care and improve health outcomes is important, how we make sure that people who live with disabilities in Washington, D.C. have the full breadth of life and work and recreational experience and opportunity just like everyone wants, how we make sure our young people who need a second chance actually get it and get rehabilitated and can turn their lives around. That's what we do in the Health and Human Services. And if we don't do it right, we're going to see them in some other kinds of services, aren't we? And that is why I am very proud that HyeSook will join our team. So in addition to being the leader of these great, fantastic leaders in the human services sector, HyeSook is also a member of my senior team where we are working every day. I always tell the deputy mayors, one day you might be working in your area, the next day I might be asking you, how can we better pick up the trash? Because everything that you do supports everything that I have to deliver as the mayor of the District of Columbia. So with that, I want to turn to your next director, Brenda Donald, and then we will hear from HyeSook. Brenda.
Yes, thank you so much, Mayor. You guys know how I've been beaming, right? I am so delighted. I want to thank the mayor for having the confidence in me, first to tap me for the role of deputy mayor. I think we've done a lot in the last couple of years, but then to have the confidence in me and the trust to allow me to come back to the place I love and to take up the mantle and lead the efforts here at CFSA. You all know, so many of you, I know almost everybody in this room, that the reason I do this work is because of my passion for the kids and the families, and that I believe that every child should have the opportunity to live a happy and healthy life. And the work here at CFSA is so critical. The team, you guys are so awesome, and I just can't wait to just continue that journey, to pick it back up. And this is my third time, right? I think the second time was kind of charming too, but this is it, where we really take it, where we really become the top child welfare agency in the country, where we get out of the longstanding LaShawn lawsuit. That's not why we're doing it. We will get out of the lawsuit because we will prove that we know how to run this agency and get the best results for our kids and families. Thank you. How we link arms with all of our other agencies in the Health and Human Services cluster as we shift more to the front end around prevention. That is all about what the mayor just talked about. That is about having better housing opportunities for our families, fewer families who are homeless, having safer neighborhoods, and having just taking away some of the stressors that our families experience so that they can be the best parents. And then the kind of public service wonk in me is really about making sure that these big systems run the way they're supposed to run for our kids and families. There's a lot of money, a lot of resources that have been invested in this agency, and we've got to make sure that we're bringing all of that together and that we're serving our families right, and that we're doing it in a way that makes sense. So Deputy Mayor Chung, we're going to be ready. CFSA is a data-driven organization, and we're going to be ready. We're looking forward to briefing you and to making sure that you understand what our needs and priorities are, and that we're working together. And then I'll say one last thing. I think this is so awesome that we get a chance to do this transition in a thoughtful way, Mayor, that this is not the end of an administration and one person is leaving. I'm going to be here. HyeSook and I had a long chat yesterday. We're already planning transition meetings and talking with our teams about how to do it so that when she steps into the office, she's ready to hit the ground running, but she only is a phone call, a text, an email away, that we're all going to be there to help make sure that she is successful, because I know she's up to the task. So excited, Mayor, that you chose HyeSook, and who's been a longtime friend and colleague of mine as well. So let's welcome our next Deputy Mayor for Health and Human Services.
I have to get used to that. I'll probably tell people to just call me HyeSook, but I'll get used to it. Thank you so much. I would like to thank the mayor for entrusting me with this tremendous opportunity to support district residents. I am such a huge fan of CFSA. I hope the collaborative staff are here. Nope. Maybe they are. This is such an exciting time for city government, and I look forward to continuing all the positive transformations already underway under the leadership of Mayor Bowser. Mayor Bowser has not shied away from tackling some of the most pressing and entrenched issues when it comes to improving city services, as you know. And I believe the mayor has led with both compassion and courage. It is not easy doing this job. And two qualities I absolutely need to drive for long-term sustainable change. And I know that the mayor has charged me with continuing to lead some of the most important reforms she started after taking office. Specifically using data, as you all know or may know, I'm obsessed with data, and to improve quality of services for all our residents, especially those most in need. During my tenure, I do hope to provide the best, most efficient access to services for the very young, the very old, and the most vulnerable residents who are often forgotten. I will use data to target programs that work to improve outcomes, and I will be obsessed with improving child well-being and focus on integrating multiple services that are across the cluster organizations. And that way we focus on accountability for ourselves and transparencies for our agency. I am the biggest fan of all of you doing the hard work. I'd like to also thank Deputy Mayor Brenda Donald, as she noted that we have been long friends, and she's been a mentor and a great advisor for me in my current role. So during her tenure, I know that she has prioritized and done an excellent job working with all the community partners, advocates, and critical stakeholders, and I will continue to do so. I hope to reach out to all of you. I look forward to this wonderful transition, and I can't believe the mayor is entrusting me, and I will not sleep for days, and I know that I will be the biggest supporter of the district residents when it comes to those in need. So thank you so much for believing in me and entrusting me with this tremendous opportunity.
So I just also wanted to thank the city administrator in advance for working with the entire cluster on your budget priorities upcoming. And CA, I'm not sure if you wanted to add anything, and then we'll take a couple questions.
I'll just say a couple of things. It has been a pleasure working with Brenda Donald. I feel that we are somewhat of a kindred spirit. There are some administrators who have had city management and city manager experience, and one of the first things Brenda and I talked about is her role as assistant city manager in Little Rock, Arkansas. And so we come to this work focused on the things that we can do to make cities better, and I've enjoyed working with her. And HyeSook, I've had a chance to talk to a couple of times in interview, and thoroughly impressed with her energy, her passion, her commitment to the District of Columbia. So for me, while I took a bit of a breath when Brenda said she wanted to go back to CFSA, I'm so happy that we get to keep her in the district government and working on behalf of children. And I'm so excited to have HyeSook join our team as we carry some big priorities forward and gear up and work really hard for the benefit of district residents. And so for me, I've got a great team, these great agency directors in the Human Services Cluster, a great deputy mayor to be working with, and under the leadership of this wonderful mayor, I know we're going to rock in 17. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Are there any questions?
Mayor, do you think it's acceptable that 10 children have spent the night in this building since the summer? And what do you think the Child Welfare Agency needs to do in order to improve and get out of the lawsuit?
Well, I will have Brenda talk to you about what we need to do to get out of the lawsuit.
Absolutely. And so certainly this has been reported with our court monitor, and for each of those children, there were very special circumstances. I'm happy to sit down and talk with you about them. But the redesigning our whole placement array is a top priority that I've already communicated to the team. We're already working on that. It's multifaceted. It's not just about having the right placements, but it's about supporting our foster parents. It's about matching up kids with the right placements. It's about focusing on permanency. And these are all things that the team is already working on, and that I communicated to the court and to the judge. And they're very confident in my ability to lead those efforts and to get us in a different place there.
How much longer do you think it'll take to get out of the lawsuit?
Oh, you know, these lawsuits have a tendency to stay on and have very, very high bars for getting out, but we're very close. I mean, there are only a dozen or so more measures that have to be achieved. They are all within reach. So we have to convince the court that we're there, and there's a lot that we have to do with reporting. But again, that's not why we're driving. We are driving our agenda to be the best child welfare agency. We will get out of lawsuit when we're doing all the things that we're supposed to do. All of that is within reach. There's nothing that is too far away. So it's up to the court, but I think that we will have achieved the measures within this next year.